A number of years ago, my aunt had a new baby boy. When she brought him home, the older two kids were really excited to play with him. They tried to play catch with him and pick him up and bounce him around, which made her extremely nervous. She had to sit them down and explain how they needed to be gentle with their new baby brother. And she used the illustration of a flower. She showed them a flower, how beautiful, pretty it was, how nice it smelled, but how important it was to be gentle when it came to handling a flower. Because if you're rough with it, it falls apart. So also their baby brother. They needed to be gentle with him. Gentle as he grew older and eventually would become strong enough to play rough and tough with them. But God encourages us as Christians to be gentle to one another. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 1, he writes this, "Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness." What he's saying here is that when a fellow Christian falls into some very noticeable sin, rather than coming to him and harshly saying, "You're a horrible, worthless sinner," or maybe worse, gossiping to everyone else around about it, "Did you hear what so-and-so did?" To approach the situation with gentleness, with care for their faith, coming to them one-on-one to show them where they're wrong, in the hopes that they might say they're sorry, and so that you can also show them God's forgiveness. In fact, God has given us an amazing gift as Christians, an amazing tool that when a fellow Christian repents of their sins, when they say they're sorry, that we have the right to say, "You are forgiven." That God has taken away the guilt of your sin. That you are right in God's sight. What an amazing privilege that is. So when it comes to fellow Christians, may we act in a spirit of gentleness, just in the way that God has been gentle with us, not giving us the judgment that we deserve, but rather being gentle for Jesus' sake. That gentleness be reflected as one another. Amen.